We'll stand for the Pledge of Allegiance.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
All right. Before we do roll call, I just want to say today, if you guys didn't know, I saw this on Facebook actually, is National Law Enforcement Appreciation Day. And I just want to say on behalf of Collinsville Township and this board, thank you to all the men and women in law enforcement. Society seems to be getting more dangerous, and we all have a job that luckily we feel at least comfortable we're going to come home, and these folks are protecting us, and we really appreciate them all. So. With that, clerk, roll call.
Trustee Sewell.
He left.
Stewart.
Here.
Ball.
Present.
Gunther.
Yes.
Supervisor Cox.
Here. Okay, public comments. If you have a comment, feel free to step up to the podium. Everybody good? Scott? Okay.
I promise.
All right. Yeah, we talked at lunch. We're going to go to the consent agenda, and we'll be approving items A through E, voting on those.
Alrighty, minutes from the last meeting, reports from the assessor, highway commissioner, clerk, and the supervisor. Send me a copy of this, because I didn't get it.
Oh, yeah. It's in.
I motion that we accept the consent agenda items A through E.
Good job, Brad. I'll second. That's a good one.
Trying to
learn it.
rhetoric.
All right. No other questions? Roll call.
Trustee Stewart.
Yes.
Ball.
Yes.
Gunther.
Yes.
Cox.
Yes.
Sewell.
Yes.
Sorry, I skipped you.
Sorry. Okay, next is the approval of bills, and everything has been posted online. I really want to mention too our website guy Craig, and I think it was Matt and Clint that introduced us. But man, he is the best, and gets it right up there. But also the performance to budget. I emailed those out to you guys. We're 3/4 of the way through, and there's nothing on there that is over 75%. Our office salaries, we're sitting at 73% right now, and we're looking really good. So just wanted to let you guys know that. And before we hit general assistance, just a real quick little story. We had somebody come in last month actually, and they didn't qualify for general assistance. So we have a different fund, it's called the Pauper Fund. And that is if you don't qualify for general assistance, you don't qualify for anything else, there's this fund, and we actually have 2 donors, and we got a check today, that have been donating to this fund. So anyway, Tara and Lori came to me and they said, listen, here's the story. And just real quick, her and her boyfriend got in a huge argument. She was kicked out, and she had a son. They had nowhere to go, and she just fallen on hard times. And they told me the story and everything. I said, okay, let's help her out. Well, she came back in. She's gotten a job now. She's gotten a place to rent and live. And so I just wanted to let you know that for me, I get kind of frustrated sometimes when you see if we're just giving out money. But there are stories, and there are people that it actually helps. And she came back in, and it made all of the staff just so proud to see that it worked this time. And I told her, I said, please keep checking in and letting us know, because the board wants to know about it. Everybody wants to know. And this month we actually had another general assistance, and I talked to the landlord, and he says he thinks that he can work with this person to help her get on her feet. So just want to let you guys know it is working. So we're on general assistance bills.
Okay, so this past month we had expenditures in the general assistance account of $931.04.
Motion to approve.
Second.
Okay, no questions, roll call.
Trustee Ball.
Aye.
Gunther.
Yes.
Sewell.
Yes.
Stewart.
Yes.
Supervisor Cox.
Yes.
Okay, in the road and bridge fund, we had expenditures for the month of $270,897.51.
A motion to approve?
Second.
If no questions, roll call.
Trustee Gunther.
Yes.
Sewell.
Yes.
Stewart.
Yes.
Ball.
Yes.
Supervisor Cox.
Yes.
All right, we had expenditures for the month in the road and bridge equipment fund totaling $10,964.
Motion to approve.
Second.
Questions? None? Roll call?
Trustee Sewell.
Yes.
Stewart.
Yes.
Ball.
Yes.
Gunther.
Yes.
Supervisor Cox.
Yes.
Town fund expenditures for the month were $158,210.77.
And just want to mention on that one too, we paid our yearly insurance, and that's at 53,000, I believe it was. So anyway, just letting you guys know that, 50,723. And again, that's for the whole year. What we did, we split that, because when we voted, it was a lot more than that. Road and Bridge takes probably almost 2/3, something like that. They split it out, so.
I thought I saw 83,000.
That was on the Road and Bridge.
Her part and our part. and
No.
His part.
Her part was 80
My
something,
part's
Oh, your
83.
part.
$80,000, yeah.
Yeah,
Well,
and
you
ours
guys are
was,
getting too expensive. You
It's
kids-
been like that for
they
years.
have a little bit more equipment, Brad, than we do. They're at the senior center. And
We just have a bus.
Yeah.
Yeah, right.
I motion to approve.
Okay.
I'll second it.
Okay, roll call?
Trustee Stewart.
Yes.
Ball.
Yes.
Gunther.
Yes.
Sewell.
Yeah.
Supervisor Cox.
Yes.
Finally, last, for the senior center, we had expenditures of $5,333.20.
And just quickly on that, that was sent out as well. We made about $300 on the lunch fund this month. So that's good, just trying to break even. And our costs for a lot of electricity, things like that on the building fund.
I motion to approve.
Second.
Okay, roll call?
Trustee Stewart.
Yes.
Ball.
Yes.
Gunther.
Yes.
Sewell.
Yes.
Supervisor Cox.
Yes.
Thank you, guys.
All right. Next up, report by officers, and we have Kathy here from our Road and Bridge.
Yeah, just to let you know though, Brad, that 83,000 is workman's comp too,
Yeah.
not just liability.
Okay.
So it's the whole package, but still a lot of money, but
Whatever.
that's just, yeah, how it is. But anyway, just to let you know, I did finally find a car that's available through state bid up in Morrow Brothers is where, the bids are accepted at. So anyway, it'll save us a little bit of money without going with the truck. It'll save us money. For one thing, he said, because it's a car, they give us warranty on it, 3-year warranty. And gas will be a lot cheaper too. It will have end plates and it will have lights on top in case I have to stop on the side of the road. So basically be a car to drive instead of a truck. So, but with the union contract, commissioners cannot actually do manual labor. So there really isn't a need for a truck, in that capacity anymore. The other thing is, we're meeting February 1st with IDOT for the Lebanon Road project. The engineer on the job is gonna be from the county. They're giving us an engineer for the project. We're meeting at IDOT, and I'm assuming that's when they're gonna award the bid, and we're gonna go over things that are gonna start to go at that point. I have a meeting with Maryville next week, and they're going to be putting some new water lines out in Pat Drive area. So I'm not really sure I'll have to find out what's going on there, if it's just water lines or they're starting to annex further. I'm not sure on that yet, so I'll keep you updated on that. The other thing, we went out Friday night. We started out putting down salt about 8:30. Plows got put on. We were out till Steve, I think 4:15, 4:30 is what time Steve arrived. And when we originally started, we thought it was just gonna be salt because it's supposed to be a dusting. Then it went to worse. Well, by 11 o'clock it was all gone, and you kind of feel like you wasted your time. But unfortunately, when those events occur, we have to go out and we have to do our job. I got a call from St. Clair County because they couldn't find the commissioner. Apparently there were roads that people were having accidents on, they couldn't find the person. I told them I could hook them up with Madison County, but I don't have numbers for that. So, but anyway, beyond that, we're getting ready for this weekend. It's supposed to be pretty bad. It's supposed to get cold. They're talking snow Friday and Sunday now. Whether those both occur, we'll have to wait and see, but talking a little bit of accumulation and colder, so.
It'll be
that makes-
70.
That makes it more difficult. Beyond that, we're just busy, we're cleaning equipment, we started to, and then the snow came, so, but, this time of year, I have people that are out working tree trimming, we do, different things such as that. We do have a big tree we have to take down on Kimberly Court. I got bids on it, we're taking the lowest bid to go out because it's above and beyond what we can handle. So that'll be coming down. But anyway, they're out working, but we also keep one person in and they clean, they detar, they wax. That's why our equipment is always kept up and looks good. The one thing that I did read is I've been keeping track of our budget. We are at the limit for our equipment maintenance, and a lot of that has to do with the fact that we cannot get different trucks, and so our trucks are getting older, everything's getting older, and things break. So, we've got money that we can take it out of another fund. We're gonna use contingencies, to take care of the rest, because I definitely wasn't expecting to spend that much this year, but you send out for a repair, and if it's something somewhat major, it's $5,000, $6,000 anymore. You know, so, repairs are just way up there, plus, you know, anytime we have to buy parts or, blades for our trucks, all that goes into equipment maintenance too, so, beyond that, I think everything else looks pretty good, pretty, you know, salaries, everything looks in shape, so that's the only one that I had.
How's the internet?
Oh, it's better.
Okay.
Yeah, he, hooked us up to another tower.
I know it's been a while. I just,
Yeah,
Been
we'll
meaning to
know
ask.
better when the leaves come back, but right now it's great.
okay.
So, if they come back and they're bad, they are talking about, Derek Jackson approached me and said Spectrum is talking about coming down there. So if they come down, then we've got another option, but, we have to wait and see on that too, but right now it's good. We'll see what happens in the springtime, but.
Good.
That's
If they
about
ever
all.
need somebody to ride along with them, you know I love that.
I know.
Whenever it snows,
Yeah.
I'm driving around, I love it, I don't know why.
Yeah, do you wanna be called in the middle of the night? or
But hit me
can't
up,
hear?
let's go.
Okay, all right.
As long as we put some music up in there.
All right. Does anybody have any questions, or? Okay.
Yeah, thank you.
My son works for the city, and they taught me how to drive.
Yeah, there's a lot more to it than I thought when I rode along with
He
Steve.
enjoyed it.
Next up, our assessors, our assessor presented his report. Trustees.
I'm good this one.
Good.
I just want to say I appreciate all the reports that we get every month, because now we can see more like the meals and just visualizing how many people are
Yeah.
coming in and all of that, and then your report too, it's always really nice
Good.
to get that, so.
Yeah, and we're gonna continue that, and I should have been doing that from day one, to be honest with you. I thought everybody knew. I thought I'm more of a verbal person. I'd like to tell you during the meetings, but it is good to have it beforehand, and you kind of look, and so, okay.
Limits the questions, I mean,
Yeah,
it really
right.
does.
Next up is, let's see, senior center, I can take that. Again, we had almost 1,200 guests this month. You might have saw the video, but we did a really cool thing. We baked cookies here, we decorated them, and the really cool part is we went around town and gave those to, if there was a school district, the police, the fire, both Maryville and Collinsville, and gave us a little bit of face time. I brought Santa Claus with me, and Ben, our superstar, and it was just a really good day to do that. We also drove around in the Volkswagen, and we voted on lights. The one on Cherry Hills was the seniors, their pick. We had a Christmas party, and it was awesome. And I want to thank Trustee Matt Gunther for coming in and helping out with that. And Jim was here as well. But we had a record-breaking crowd. It was like 165.
Yeah.
But it was just, the mood was so positive and good, and it was a lot of fun.
That was great.
Yeah.
Kelly was amazing.
Yeah, it's the Grinch, right? She's a dirty Grinch.
You need to rent her out, I mean, she
Yeah.
was really good.
Yeah, so.
She's willing to be rented out. We're gonna try to do bookings
Former
next
revenue.
year.
We have a Super Bowl. We're going to do a Super Bowl party for the first time. And then with that, I'm going to bring in my old mouse races. And we're going to do that. And all the money raised that day is going to go towards the food pantry and the empty bowl thing that we're doing. So awesome. Yeah, so if you don't have anything going on Super Bowl, come on in, it's $5, but we are pre-selling the tickets because,
That really worked well, though.
yes.
I mean, it really did. The way that Gabby or whoever set up the way that they called the tables and the tickets,
Yep.
it was really a nice flow.
Right, and so we'll be selling, the maximum, I think, on this one is 110, because we gotta have enough room for people to move and watch the big screen. Anyway, we're gonna start selling those next Monday, but if you want one, just let me know. You'll be helping, so
make sure
we'll
I
get
get
you in there.
you.
Yeah, we get you in there. And then I wanna congratulate Wayne Bailey, and if you've been around here, Wayne is our superstar this month, and he is just amazing. He helps nearly every single day doing something in here. And he's been here since day one, since I've been here with chili cook-off or whatever, and so he's always on the move and helping out. So that's all we have for the senior center right now. All right, moving forward here, clerk.
I have a couple items of correspondence. We got a letter from Kiwanis thanking us for our donation last fall of $250 for their golf outing. And then we got a nice letter from Derek Jackson, the city manager, thanking us and basically thanking pretty much all parts of the township, our involvement with them and the police and limb pickup, what Kathy and the road department does with them in terms of sharing equipment, the assistance they get from the assessor in the zoning process, and mentioned it was a great addition to our completion of the parking lot. And he appreciates Derek's involvement in this homeless stakeholder meetings that they've been having. So, and he mentioned that working together with us on the city scoop newsletter. So anyway, it's a nice letter from him thanking us, and it's great that we are partnering very well now with the city of Collinsville.
Yeah,
Nice.
and I tell you, speaking to him, he says the relationship has never been better, and we want to continue that. Now there's more ideas. We're meeting on Friday, the mayor and the city manager and I, and there's more ideas I have, and I'm trying hard, and but it's been very good. It's been very positive, and that's what the direction I want to continue to go. But on that, I do want to have maybe a meeting with us next meeting. Next month's meeting is the stakeholder meeting, but ideas on what we want to do next year, because I have some ideas. I know you guys have some ideas on some additional things, because now we got the parking lot done, but we have these other parking lots that we need to figure out what we want to do, and we got to start moving forward on that. So just giving you guys a heads up. All right. Old business, there is none. I just want to add, though, I am told that the canopy should be installed this month, but my gut says it won't, but I'm just saying that. They said we're good to go. We picked out the color months ago, so that's what they're saying. So we'll see it soon. Huh? No, we just picked a neutral color of gray. So, okay, new business, and this is approval of the 2024 FOIA officers.
So this is more of a housekeeping issue, because FOIA officers all have to get trained again every year. And we're not making any changes, so we're approving myself, Tara, Jennifer, and Pam in the
Motion
various
approved.
offices.
Second that.
Approved.
Okay. All right, roll call.
Trustee Sewell?
Yes.
Stewart?
Yes.
Ball?
Yes.
Gunther?
Yes.
Supervisor Cox?
Yes. Okay, next is discussion of township blessing box. I asked to put this on, and I just wanted to make you guys aware before I make a decision and kind of just get your input and your thoughts. But, so the blessing box, and Don's here, I would say all of our employees don't like it. And the reason is, including myself anymore, because we feel unsafe. All right, we've had 3 people over the Christmas break that are, I don't know if they're still in jail with this no bail thing, but accused of very violent crimes. We've had 2 of our office employees subpoenaed because we've had the cops up there many of times. It's become, we feel like a magnet for problems. And so I reached out to Derek Jackson with the city and the police chief, and I said, listen, Caseyville and I know Maryville, they both have their blessing box at the police station. Can we put it there and we'll fill it every day? Well, they don't want it there either. Nobody wants it. We reached out to St. Peter and Paul, that's where it originally came from. and it's become a problem. But I don't want to be a cold heart because, again, is it helping somebody? I'm sure it is. What is the
Okay,
answer?
so how many people are coming to it that benefit from it?
Well,
How do you know that?
well, we watch them, and if they were here, they know better than I do. It's the same folks that they'll bring a bag and they'll clear it out a lot of times, and then what happens a lot of times is what I'm told is then they'll start fighting, and another one will, and then the other thing is I guess they're hanging out there. They're sitting down, they're hanging out, and so then when the assessor's office employees go to their car, I guess one was harassing one, and then there's no foods. Sometimes there's no food, so then they'll come into the vestibule, start yelling and screaming, and then we have to call the police. And I'm scared to walk to my truck sometimes. So now they're there, they're mad, and our vehicles are out there, and our employees have to walk to their car.
If we close it down, is there another way to help the people that we're getting the help?
Right, so what I wanted to continue to do is we have food, we have bags that we can make up. What we tried to do before was say, hey, if you would like a bag, come in, there's a sign-up sheet in the vestibule area, come up there and you can fill out, and once a week, we'll give you a bag of food, somewhat like the food pantry does. Well, that didn't, and then what we would do is we'd leave it back by the back door, they could go back and no contact. Okay, I thought that was gonna be a great idea. That didn't work out so well. The reason is I believe they didn't like it because, so people were coming in and doing business with the assessors, so we'd have somebody standing in there doing business, and then we'd have.
But I mean, that's what we're there for, is general assistance, right? I mean, in any form, not just in the terms of how general assistance is legally laid out, right? I mean, we're there to support the community.
I agree.
And how do we do that if it's only during the hours that we're open? That's my biggest concern, right? I mean, and some people don't wanna come in, they wanna go, anonymously to those places and
To
pick
the
out what
blessing
they need,
box.
right?
Right.
I understand there's a problem,
Mhm.
and I'm happy to let's work towards a solution, but I don't think taking it away is gonna be the solution. I mean, we need to supplement it somehow.
And I just want to say this, and so it's, okay, in the back of my mind, if something happens to one of our employees, then they've come to me and they've requested many of times from the other side that you better do something about this. We don't feel safe. And this has been going on for months, and so I don't know. And the other problem was when they came to the window, we had a few problems with folks coming to the window, then harassing the people inside the vestibule there, and somebody urinated. There's stories I don't want to go into, but it's.
I like the idea of trying to find another home for them.
Right, and then we can fill it because Skid goes out and.
Why can't it be at the food pantry? Can we talk to them about that?
Well, I
mean,
don't
they're-
know. Oh, sorry.
Yeah.
It's just hard for people to get,
Get
There.
places, yeah.
it's not, you know.
I mean, it
If
has
we
to be
find a
centrally
business
located
that
too, within,
Throwing this out,
Mhm.
so I know of the security issues that are happening with the blessing boxes, and I also know there's certain people that are taking advantage of it, where they're just like taking everything and then selling it,
Mhm, yeah.
Could we, if people are already coming in for general assistance, is it something where we could start a, kind of what the seniors have, like a homebound delivery, or work with Chestnut Health Systems and some of our local agencies who they know who needs it, where we're just kind of bringing it to you, or have scheduled days where certain people come up?
Mhm.
How do we
But
know?
I just know there's,
The easy answer is to find somewhere to take it to. And if I could talk the police station, the department into taking the blessing box, and we'll fill it daily. If I have to go up there, or we'll go up there, and Skid does it a lot, and he doesn't have a problem. When he goes and makes his runs, he stops by the blessing boxes first. And so that's what I'm trying to talk them into. To be honest, I don't know why they wouldn't want the police station, because So let me continue to work on it. I just wanted to bring it to you guys' attention and,
No, I agree with the, addressing the safety concerns for sure. I mean,
Mhm.
that's primary, but we gotta find some way to do both.
right. Yeah, and
Where
it,
is the blessing box?
it's right in the back of our building. We have a camera on it. And so when we walk out to our car, I always look and everybody looks on the camera to see kind of what's
It's really
going on
not
there.
in a high vis.
Yeah.
It's on the
Kind of in the
backside
back alley
building.
by the dumpster kind of.
Yeah, and this isn't the best part of town. And it draws a lot of, and at these stakeholder meetings, it's been brought up that could perhaps be a magnet for some of these folks. So it's like, I don't want to be helping some of the problem, but
Can we
again,
just move it somewhere further away from those doors up there?
Middle of the parking, big
I
parking
was
lot.
just getting ready to say, let's put it on the front of the, right on the fence, on the front of the parking lot here.
oh, I see,
When
yours,
you
or like
leave
on the
the
other
city-
side.
Or right up against the.
What about on the other side by the appliance store?
Appliance store.
So have we talked to other townships? I'll reach back out to the township in Bloomington that I asked
Yeah.
about. I mean, they have like a $1.5 million GA budget.
Hmm.
So,
Wow.
I mean, what are
Wow.
they doing?
Right.
Right? What are they doing
Yeah,
about
they gotta
that?
be
Because
doing
they're in Champaign, Springfield, or Bloomington area. I'm sure they have,
Yeah.
similar issues.
Well, just let me know. Like I said, I got a meeting on Friday, and if you guys can shoot me an email or a text of any ideas that you have, and then.
If you talk to the city, I think they should plant more fruit trees and more things that people don't have to go to a box to get food. You can just,
Pick an
like,
apple.
whoa, what? Like, you can just,
That sounds
why in
beautiful,
our,
Ashley.
why in our country,
That just
like,
sounds
everything
beautiful.
has to be
Pick
regulated?
up the apples
Anyway.
off the sidewalk.
Like, imagine Main Street,
Boy,
there's
that is
fruit
just-
trees down it.
just
you
awful.
know?
Yeah, did you see it? So that's funny though, because we were talking about this, the green space over here.
Yes.
And we were talking about, preventing people from breaking
Yeah,
it or whatever.
right.
And then Troy had an article in the paper that said, please come and get some of this stuff. We have so many tomatoes, so many cucumbers, so many everything.
Interesting.
And
Never thought about
international students that come here,
Yeah.
they're like, why don't you just have fruit trees, like, just out? And I'm
Yeah.
like,
Yeah.
that's a great question.
We're gonna take over a cemetery.
Because we got these.
We don't like
Our
fruit.
It's the farmer's market.
Yeah, that's. Hello. All right.
She's trying to cut out her own middleman.
So please just text me or call me or email me any ideas, and I gotta do something. We gotta do something, so.
Well, you know what, and I mean, it's up to you, obviously, but I mean, I would say in the sake of safety, shut it down until we do. If you're worried about, if it really is a concern, shut it down until we figure it out.
And that's kind of what we've done. It was just been skids things and kind of slowly ease it out and until we find out what we're going to do, so.
Bust.
Okay, moving on to supervisors' comments.
One other thing I would just say is if we do that, then we should probably communicate that some way, so the people that
Will.
are in need of it
Yes.
understand what's going on.
Well, and I figured I was gonna put a sign up where they would come and to say what to do now, what to do next, so.
One other thing I'll say that's kind of a, like a double-edged sword, but you know how desperate people get when you're starving. So that doesn't help a situation when people are starving. And then also, there's, people need to be medicated, but the other part of that is when you don't have anything in your system, it doesn't metabolize like it's supposed to. So that's a whole other thing too, where it's like we're trying to get these people to get medicated, but then if their systems are empty, that's when
It's a
libraries
problem,
is
and
starting to
my
carry
hope
food.
is not going to
So-
get worse with things going on, because there's other stories.
So yes, this is definitely, we all know, but
Mhm.
there needs to be a bigger solution than just
Right,
the
I
blessing
agree.
boxes.
No, we
Yeah,
agree.
that's not gonna plug the dam.
It's not.
No. So, I'll keep you guys informed and let you know what's going on, promise. Lastly, just a couple of things from my report. Confirmed with Mayor Short that the Volkswagen advertisement was up, and so if you're driving on Maryville, it's on the billboard now, the digital billboard. Also recorded a new message for the CSC, and we're gonna incorporate that, and so hopefully hopefully the phone's gonna start ringing with people that need ride. And again, I'm focusing on Maryville. It hasn't happened yet, but we have the drivers to do that. But what we have been doing, which has been really good, is with the Faith in Action. We have a trip tomorrow with Faith in Action. And so, continuing to work that partnership out, and it's been really positive. The township took very basic applications for Christmas bags. Lori and Tara and Don, they filled over 75 bags. They had ham steaks in there and a lot of the necessities, and that went really well. Thanks to the staff on that. Attended the women's club meeting, and we involved the conversation was about Empty Bowl. Just wanted to let you guys know February the 22nd is Empty Bowl. We sent out over 100 letters in the last few days with the flyer and to previous sponsors, letting them know the different time. It's more of an early evening event this year.
I've been, people have been asking about it, and I've been communicating the
Good.
same. Spring Garden, if they want
Yep.
to be back involved.
Great, awesome. And so that's what, we have a meeting set up next Tuesday, actually, with the Women's Club again, because they still want to help out, and we're going to be going through the list of everybody who's done it, and okay, who's contacting this person, that person. We got to make sure that we have at least 25 to 30 different soup vendors, and then we'll start working on the advertising of the event to the general public. So just letting you know that, and I'll let you guys know if you're around, if you want to be involved in any of the meetings or whatnot.
Sure.
Also, have a meeting with Kevin Tateman tomorrow. Jim's going to be involved a little bit with that, but Jim Ferris is going to be in town for that. He's our auditor, and hopefully we're going to be able to clean up these books, and they go from many years back. So I don't know how this meeting's going to go and how difficult it's going to be. There's some things I don't understand, but he's coming in tomorrow. I have a PEP grant meeting on Friday with the county to make sure that we're all good on that, and that all that money is going towards the parking lot each year. And then meeting again with the city manager and mayor on Friday, so as well. That's all I have, but I think everything's rolling really good. So,
You said Empty Bowl's 22nd?
yeah, February the 22nd. It's a Thursday.
And we don't have a specific time. We're targeting early afternoon.
Oh no, it's 4 to 7.
4 to 7.
Yep, 4 to 7.
I have is there a place for them to reach out for volunteers? Because I have people saying they want to help serve.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, on the flyer that will be on our website here very, very soon that was sent out, it actually has Tara's phone number. She's kind of the liaison and the head of this Empty Bowl by putting it all together. So, and that's the township
I'll
office.
text Craig and find out why he hasn't up yet.
Yeah, I know. He'll be up by 9 o'clock, sure, so. Okay, that, I don't think anything else.
Motion adjourned.
Okay,
I second.
all right, all in favor?
Aye.
All right, motion adjourned.